The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell, bringing the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Finding in this could be an alley. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to...
Makes the grab in their space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sayin to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Keelan Russell under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Get it out on the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sayin. The quick out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah.
He is in! Takes the fumble to the house! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Looking for space, it's Jackson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Makes a grab and room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown! Buckeye! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
On the run, it's Hill. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
There's the pressure. Across the 45. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism, picking up the 1st down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Russell. He'll pull it down. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback making checks. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Sayin. He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing.
Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Russell.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Russell from the gun on third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our wraparound with ECU taking on the number 16 team, the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Pirates, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
He's got it! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll send the tight end in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayet. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one, and the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Toss sweep to the right. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pick up a 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. 4th down, Russell. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Russell. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Oh, they're after him. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and that'll be a a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keelan Russell fires to the big fella. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Here comes the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Gives it on the option. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, say it. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Going for it all. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tap.
He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Buying some time as he moves left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeye! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
There's some room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. Here comes that Alabama offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guy.
And it's a pick in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The quarterback takes a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Rush is on him. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. This time he wants to throw. On target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking for space. It's Scott. Tackled there by the defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Moving out to the right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buck. Running inside, it's Scott. Makes it past the marker. Gets away from one, finds room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be
finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Might be calling a hot route. The run inside. It's Scott. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Caught over the middle, it's Scott. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gonna run it, it's Scott. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Break. Here we go.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of damage. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone, and he'll... looking for room. It's Scott. There's a little room there. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Jumped on top of the pile. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will... Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. This time it's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He might want another play. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going. Way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable...
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Using his legs, it's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They go right back to him. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Motion from the wideout. Laterals it back. Wide open, he makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught by Williams on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Brown wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Did the work himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep high. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got room to work. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. The play action fake. He wants to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 3rd and long.
22-90 Mountain. 22-90 Mountain. Go.
Brown will throw it. Fires left. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to take a sack to end it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and